The National Inquiry released its mandated interim report at a press conference in Ottawa Wednesday. With a swell of reporters at the ready, the commissioners made the grand entrance. Chief Commissioner Marion Buller opened the discussion.
One of our mandates was to complete a literature review of all reports that have included Indigenous women's issues. We have delivered on that mandate in this report. We have conducted a review of 98 previously tabled reports containing over 1,200 recommendations, many of which have not been actioned, as we clearly point out.
The report, entitled Our Women and Girls Are Sacred, also comes with the inquiry's own recommendations, 10 of them, including a call on the federal government to put in place a commemoration fund in collaboration with Indigenous organizations.
We have honored the missing and murdered women, girls, and Two-Spirit people by hearing their stories and creating a historical record so that they will never be forgotten. But families also want to be able to honor their loved ones in a more meaningful and family-driven way.
It also calls on Ottawa to provide the inquiry with contact information of families, to provide project funding to help Indigenous organizations participate in the inquiry, and for the creation of a national police task force.
We believe that the appropriate authority to hear this evidence needs to be created immediately. Many families and Indigenous communities do not trust the institutions that are currently in place.
The inquiry is asking for more time to complete its work and places blame on the government for its challenges in getting things done.
We have faced several obstacles from a bureaucratic and procedural and policy perspective in getting our national inquiry up and running and mobilized all across Canada. We continue pretty much daily to speak to government about new options, new ways of doing things.
It also calls for Canada to start looking at the feasibility of restoring the Aboriginal Healing Foundation. According to the Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations, the federal government will review the recommendations. Annette Francis, APTN National News, Ottawa.